Good morning, Coach Micheal Burt. A little bit later in the morning than normal, but I was spending time with Eli here in watercolor this morning. We got a great group of health coaches down here for Living with the Monster Couples Retreat. And every morning I like to bring you something. And by bringing you something, it brings me something. So I'm in Watercolor, Florida, Living with the Monster Couples Retreat. And I was thinking about this concept, Amanda Beener, is that in every interaction, people are making an assessment of you, and they're summing you up in one of two areas. Alan Mitchell, they are summing you up as a person that adds something to the equation. I'll come back to what that could be. We're going to call that an asset. Or you're somebody that subtracts something from the situation. We're going to call that a liability. And many years ago, Greg Gilbert, I did a workshop on how to be an immediate asset. David Speck, I was talking to one of your partners down here last night, one of your health coaching partners. And so I did a workshop called Immediate Asset. How do you add immediate value to people's lives so they open the door to possibility with you? Right, Kelly? So you say, what could I add? How could I be an asset? I add energy. I add creativity. What I do is I add. I don't subtract. See, I don't subtract energy. I don't subtract time. And I come in and I call it being batteries included, right? I walk in with batteries included and I add to the scenario. And so I deal with a lot of people all day long. And this is just something that people have never been taught. They've never been taught how to be an asset versus a liability. So a lot of people come into the day and they say, how can I take something from you? How can I take some time? How can I take some energy? How can I dump a drama on you? How can I bring a bad attitude to you? And what they don't understand is that, man, that thinking, that liability thinking takes you out of the equation. So when you wake up every day, here's what I want you thinking. Give. And then ask, hey man, I need you to do something for me. I need you to help me with this cause. I need you to help me with these books. I need you to help me with this opportunity. So people sum people up in a matter of seconds, and they sum them up as either an asset, they're adding, or they're a liability, they're subtracting. So you're going to be on the phone today. Bring energy, bring an idea, bring something of value to the other person. Hey man, I know you're trying to sell those books. Let me help you sell those books, Coach Burt. I know you're trying to hit this list. Boom, let me help you here. Okay, yes, Kelly, it's a great concept for a success school because kids think in terms of taking because they've been served their whole life. They don't think in terms of giving. Okay, so today when you're going to call people, I want you to call in, and before you get on the phone with them, think of what you're going to bring to them. Energy, strategy, idea. Here's one, connection. What about this one? Opportunity. What about new money? What about a new way to generate revenue? See, when you're thinking, I want you always thinking, folks, I'm going to bring something of value before I ask for anything. Okay, we call that asset versus liability. In the new book, which you can pre-order, I go into contender versus pretender. And what is the difference between these two things? Between a contender, person shows up every day, you can count on them, they're reliable, they're consistent. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. They move the needle. They can come into a company and significantly move the needle. What do they bring? Energy, ideas, strategy, open-mindedness, positivity. Right? Then you think about people that come into something, and man, they just suck time, energy, money. So assets add, liabilities subtract, right? I've got a 3-week series starting next week on Pray Drive. It's at night. I know I got Pray Drive for lunch, Wendy, on Wednesdays at 12:30, but next week I'm starting a 3-week series. Okay, Pray Drive in you, Pray Drive in your team, Pray Drive in sales. It's every Tuesday night, the next 3 Tuesday nights. It's at 5:30. We're going to be pushing it out hard. I want you to get on that with me and get 3 weeks of coaching from me. Okay, so start next Tuesday, then the next Tuesday, then the next Tuesday. 3 nights of Pray Drive, baby. Pray Drive in you, how to activate it, Pray Drive in your team, and Pray Drive in your sales. You guys have a great day. I got great couples down here for couples retreat. Man, we're going to push this thing across the finish line. Everybody's going to be proud they did, man. You're going to be so proud of yourself when you started something this year and you're finishing it. Love you guys. Have a great day. Be an asset today, not a liability. Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence? A big part of activating your Pray Drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place. People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit. You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need. So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it. Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past. A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market. When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated. They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things. I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion. You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency. They're going to exchange money, energy, they're going to raise capital, they're going to start new businesses, there's going to be joint ventures. I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate. Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no? When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came. And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.